All right, good morning, everybody. I'm Mandy Hosier, coming to you live from my home in Westfield, Indiana, and I'm excited to be with you today, this morning, to do an AdvoCare basic training. So I hope you're ready for more. I hope that you've got pen and paper in hand. I hope that you are sparked up and ready to go. We had an amazing event last night and had an opportunity to hear from one of our endorsers. So if you're local, then hopefully you are in the room to meet Trevor Bain. And my husband, along with some other champions, they're actually just running around the house right now, getting ready to head to the race. Maybe they'll pop in and say hi real quick.
Hey, good morning,
Andy. Come on in, guys. Your wives are probably watching, so give them a big wave. Say, go race fans! All right. They're getting ready to head out to see our endorsers. So watch this race car go around the track at about 180 miles an hour. It's going to be amazing.
You were in the room to meet Trevor Bain.
And we have some feedback going on here. Sorry, I'm live on my own computer. Okay, here we go. Well, it's exciting to know that, today the race is broadcasting from Indianapolis Motor Speedway. So later today, use that as an opinion event. This is a great opportunity to call a friend and say, you might not be a NASCAR fan, but I'm involved with this amazing company called AdvoCare. We have a race car in a race that's going on right here in Indianapolis. And it's just going to lend some great credibility, and that's what AdvoCare is all about. Building your business is about third-party credibility all the time. And I'm going to teach you some things today to help you with, bringing in third-party credibility and building your business. So I hope, number one, that you've set some goals for yourself. Whether that be making a certain amount of money each month, or getting to advisor is always your first goal. Being able to, build your business to a certain level, whatever that might be, whether you're working towards our Gold 3-star or our Ruby level, or maybe if you're already at that level, that you're looking for ways to build your business to the Emerald and even the Diamond or beyond level. So this training is hopefully for everybody that's watching, but also especially for somebody who's brand new, somebody who's just joined our team. This is going to be a great training for you to be able to get some product training as well as some great business training. And so I'm in one of my AdvoGear t-shirts because I want to be your coach today. I want to help just coach and train you up today. So we're going to have a fun time. I'm going to be with you for maybe 30 to 45 minutes. This is live, so if you need to pause on your end, you can. This is kind of like live TV. This training will also be available on our website with this link that you're watching from for the remainder of the day today. So if your spouse or a teammate is unable to watch it live right now at 10 a.m. Eastern Time, then I want to encourage you to bring them back to this training. After you've watched it, and have an opportunity to learn something and help them develop, or maybe go to their house and sit through it again. So you'll learn something new every time. So I just wanted to share that with you so that you know that the training will be available for the rest of the day. All right. A couple things that I want to cover today, just so that if you're a note taker, which I hope you are, you can help me keep on track too, is I'm going to give you some product training in a different way. I want you to be able to talk about our products. And so I'm going to give you some key phrases, some things that Andy and I use and have been using to build our business that will help you. I also want to train you on what we call our bulletproof shield. And that is just how we answer tough questions and how in conversation we talk to people about AdvoCare. I'm going to talk to you a little bit about our success system, because that's definitely going to help you. That's our recipe of success. And then talk to you about how we get paid, because it's important at whatever level you're at that you understand at least the basics of how we get paid with AdvoCare. And then last but not least, I'll cover how to get to advisor and why a $500 order is so important, especially right now, but while you may be working to advisor, or if you're not working to advisor, then that's what you're going to be doing by growing your team, is you're helping other people start on products, become a distributor, and work to advisor if that's what they choose to do. So all this applies no matter what level you're at. It may apply to you directly if you're brand new, and it may be applying for you to teach this into the new distributors on your team. All right, so I'm going to just make a quick adjustment here. Okay, so hopefully you can see everything. I know I have probably a reflection on my board, so I apologize for that. You're with me in my dining room today, but it's going to be great. Hopefully you'll be able to see my big writing on the board. All right, so I'm going to start with products. And typically people start on our 24-day challenge. That's really just the most promoted program we have right now. But it's not the end-all, be-all. This is just a great way to, in conversation, talk to people about AdvoCare and possibly share your story. So the 24-day challenge is a great way to talk to people. The cleanse is key phrases for the cleanse is that it's a detox in a box. Help people understand that their body's going to get detoxified and they're going to get just a gentle cleanse. This is gentle and uneventful. It's a 3-part system that's going to help their body really get prepared for the food they eat, the nutrition that they'll take with AdvoCare, and just improve their energy and improve their wellness. All right, and with that, they're going to be taking our Omegaplex. And Omegaplex is healthy fat. It is our fish oil blend that really helps the skin, hair, and nails and entire cardiovascular system. So this really helps. It takes away some, so it kind of nature is anti-inflammatory. So it helps people that are struggling with maybe some joint pain or just stiffness to have some relief in that area. So Omegaplex is a key component and a great wellness product. And last but not least, in our 10-day cleanse phase is Spark. Now, Spark is my favorite product to sample and to talk about first with people, because for me it was about energy. And I personally prefer in a conversation to not start with weight loss, because I don't know if somebody's actually looking for weight loss unless they've shared that with me. But energy is something that everybody's looking for. And it doesn't imply anything negative. I typically will ask people, hey, what do you do for energy? And they'll say, well, I do coffee, or I just try to eat right and exercise, or I don't really struggle with my energy, very few people say, or I do energy drink XYZ. And they'll say, well, great, then have you not heard about AdvoCare, or have you ever had a Spark? And if they say, no, I've never had a Spark, then I'm going to get a Spark out of my purse or out of my bag, and I'm going to tear it open and mix it in a water bottle that I have on hand. And I try to have water bottles on hand all the time, whether they're in my car or if I'm somewhere that I can buy one real quick for somebody. I will do that to get Spark in their body. So I'm going to say, this is Spark, and you've got to try this. I'm going to make one up for you right now. Is that okay? And most of the time, they'll say, sure. If not, then based on their interest, I'll give them the Spark to try later that day or the next day and exchange information with them, contact information. So if I can mix the Spark for them right then and there, I'm going to explain why I'm doing that this is a mental focus drink. It's going to give them clean, productive energy. They're going to feel on their game and just have a greater sense of energy and focus throughout the day. And that typically is exciting for most people, because that's what they're looking for in the other things that they're doing. So, so that's usually my kind of introductory product, is giving someone a Spark. So I would encourage you to do the same if you're having trouble getting people on products or selling products. Then I always ask the question, are you sampling? Because once product is in somebody's body, they will typically purchase products. And so getting product in somebody's body and a Spark is such a very, very small investment as a distributor, especially as an advisor. You could sample this whole box and sell one box and make your money back for all those samples. You're probably going to get probably 5 customers out of a sample of 14, and possibly 1 or 2 people that are interested in building a business. So that's what I would encourage you to do when you're sampling. So Spark in the 24-day challenge is just like I said, 3 to 5 hours of mental focus. And ideally, Spark should be taken first thing in the morning. Is a great time on an empty stomach, of course, with just about half a water bottle or mixed up in about 8 ounces in a glass. And midday, mid-afternoon is also a great time to drink a Spark. So about 2 times a day is going to give you a full day of energy and focus, and with no crash. And so this is a fantastic product to substitute your coffee, your sodas, your energy drinks. For me, it was replacing about 6 Diet Cokes. And so this has been a great supplement for that. All right, so that's our cleanse phase. I will say, I want to encourage you, if you're on the cleanse phase, I'm personally on day 6 of the cleanse phase right now, and I feel fantastic. And I've really taken this cleanse more serious than some. And that's just a personal choice, so I want to encourage you that if you're going to cleanse, and maybe you've been on products for a while, you can get a whole new product story by doing your cleanse with more serious focus. And that's eating a lot of fruits and vegetables. Maybe just what I've been doing is I'm doing our meal replacement shake in the morning, and then I'm doing all fruits and vegetables throughout the day. And then I'm doing another shake, our muscle gain shake, in the evening. So I'm getting a lot of protein, but I'm also getting a lot of fruits and vegetables, and that is so key during the cleanse phase. And I've been juicing my fruits and vegetables, eating them whole and raw and cooked, lots of salads, and it's been really great. And so I want to encourage you to do the same if you are looking for a new story or just some additional results. The more serious, obviously, you take your regimen, the better results you're going to get. So do that if you choose to. All right, the second part of our 24-day challenge, of course, is the max phase. And in the max phase, you get the metabolic nutrition system, 3C or E. One of the systems is going to be best for you. We personally take E, and the strip pack looks like this. So just to give you a quick overview, this pack has directions on the back, which is important, that you're taking 30 minutes before breakfast, 30 minutes before lunch, and that you're taking your white packets, these 2 packets, your multivitamin, this is your Coreplex, and your Omegaplex with a meal. And a lot of people, especially if they're brand new, they need to take this component with their largest meal, which may be dinner, and that's fine. Or it might be lunch, and that's great too. Any of the 3 meals. Now, I will say, a lot of people ask, what are these meals? Now, they're different in all the systems. All of them contain a probiotic, and all of them contain Coreplex as our multivitamin. It's also a standalone product, and the Omegaplex, which, as you know, in the cleanse phase, is a standalone product. The components in the before meal packs typically are not standalone products. So you couldn't recreate a strip pack by buying bottles of different products. In the Max 3 system, there's a product that gives you some just herbal components for energy and appetite control. And then it includes our Calcium Plus product, which is a standalone product, as well as Amplify AT. That's your little black jelly bean in that strip pack. In the Max C product, it's just some herbal components and mineral components in the before meal packs that make Max C. Max C gives you great appetite control, not available as a standalone product. And what's unique about Max C that I want to share with you, because a lot of you take Max C, And if you want to get more appetite control spread out throughout your day, there's an extra pill in this strip pack in Max C, and that gives you kind of a bonus appetite control. And if you take this packet, it's lunch or dinner, you're going to extend the appetite control feeling throughout the day. So hopefully that might be news for some of you, might be something that you personally could apply, or you can share that with your customers as they're going through their challenge if they're choosing Max C. So I just want to give you that bit of information. All right, and then of course our meal replacement shakes. And the shakes come in pouches. I always say in my mixer, might be your one portion controlled meal, which is great. And so I always blend mine with water and ice. Some mix them in just their shaker bottles, which is great. And this is going to give you equal amounts of protein and carbs, and low calories, high fiber, just a great product. A blend of protein, which is really important to help you feel full for an extended period of time, so that you have a healthy mid-morning snack possibly, or even just a healthy lunch. So this is a great supplement for breakfast because of the equal amounts of protein and carbs. All right, and then of course Spark. And now hopefully you're all aware that Spark comes in even 2 more fantastic flavors, and that's green apple and pomegranate in our stick packs, which is exciting. And I have, just for sake of time, I'm going to talk a little bit about Slim, because now it is brand new and it comes in a stick pack. And I'm actually going to try one for the first time. The guys that just left actually tried it, and I have to say it smells wonderful. So if you haven't yet tried, this is apple pear. No other flavors are available right now. Now you just put this little guy in there. And this is how I would sample it too. Of course, I wouldn't take the drink of the water bottle. I would let them do that, or I would just pour it out, you know, on the ground. But shaking this up. All right, so Slim gives you some great appetite control. And here's the key. Slim has some amazing ingredients, if you happen to look, that, you know, are kind of floating out there in as far as just great appetite control, great fat burning components. So Slim is an amazing product. So if you're on the 24-day challenge for maybe, or maybe you've just been on the max phase for a while and you're looking for some extra results, getting ready for Success School, you want to look your best, or you have a class reunion coming up, or you're getting family pictures done, whatever it might be, getting married, well, this is a great product that's going to help just help your appetite control and really help slim down the fat amount in your body. So you can really help decrease your body fat percentage by adding this component to your regimen. And what I do when I take this for maybe a week is I'll take this when I'm making dinner. So then that helps me through dinner and beyond not have the hunger that I might normally have. So, all right, I'm going to give this a try. This is like an amazing green. This is another Hulk juice is what we would call it. All right, apple pear. Wow, that's really good. That is really good. So I would give this a try. That's excellent. To me, it probably tastes more, I don't know. Gosh, it's got a really good blend of apple and pear. I was going to say a little more apple-y, but it's really good. The other ones used to come in the little bottles, and now it comes in this nice little slim stick pack, so that's perfect. So this is a great product to sample too. If you're out to dinner, I would bring these, and I would set them on your table and share this with your server, or somebody might come by and be like, what's that? You could sample this. You can sample any product that has a label on it. So just remember that. Any product you can give out that has a label on it, or if you have the box, obviously you can show somebody just to ensure that it's safe for them to take. But what a great sample. Love that. Tastes awesome. So if you go out to dinner, I would definitely recommend taking your Slim with you. Okay, so that's our product training for the day. Hopefully that gave you just some extra information on what to say. And hopefully by what I said, you also learned what not to say. I didn't give, I didn't give out any numbers. I'm not sharing products with somebody to act like a biochemist or a pharmacist. I'm not telling people too much information because I don't want to overwhelm someone. And if they have more knowledge than me, great, about nutrition, or they might be a pharmacy student, or they might know a lot because of their own personal experience, and that's great. If they can read the label. But what I'm going to share is my story and what the products do functionally. That's our job. Just remember that you're on the marketing side of AdvoCare. You're not in product creation or product development. You're marketing the products. So you're going to share with people what you take and how to take them and what they do. All right, but in the process of doing that, you will encounter some tough questions. It's just human nature. We ask questions, and probably the more questions that you ask personally, that you might get questions. So also, as a distributor, be very careful and mindful of what you're saying, because you might be attracting the very questions that you wish not to get. And what I mean by that is, if you're talking about caffeine, its benefits or its detriments, if you will, then you're probably going to get a lot of people asking you about caffeine. If you're talking about it being sugar-free or not sugar-free or this and that, then you might be getting questions about sweeteners and sugar and different things like that. So just be mindful of what you're saying. You might need to say less so that you're not getting random questions about ingredients. Because personally, I don't get very many questions about ingredients because I really choose not to talk about ingredients because I'm not on our medical and scientific advisory board. All right, but when you do encounter questions, I want you to be equipped and feel confident that you can answer them. And so how we answer tough questions is by staying in what we call our bulletproof shield. And so I'm going to write a little bit bigger so you can see. But if this is you in the middle, all right, if you're in the middle, then I'm going to move this up. There you go. Help a little bit. Okay, that might help a little bit. Again, I apologize for the glare, but unfortunately the whiteboard is just going to glare. The Bulletproof Shield is about your story plus 2 others. So it is very important that you have a story, and One Day on Spark is a story. This is not a weight loss story because AdvoCare is not a weight loss company. So I didn't have weight loss until really my month came to an end, but we were already advisors and we were already making money. How did we do that? I talked about spark, and I talked about energy, and I talked about how I felt, and I shared the stories of other people that I knew personally. My friends that shared AdvoCare with us, I shared their weight loss story, and I also used the stories in the magazine. These stories are amazing. So to be able to say, gosh, these guys, she lost, Margaret Barker lost 105 pounds. These are the products that she takes now, and you can go through the magazine and highlight some of her stories. Most of you probably don't need to use the magazine for product stories, although it is a great tool to use. You can share with somebody in conversation your story, might be your spouse's story, the person that got you involved in AdvoCare, or if you've been to any meetings at all. Hopefully, while you're there, you're taking notes on somebody's story. I know last night, Rick Roseman shared him and his wife Kelly's story, and I know she's watching because Rick told me so. Hey, Kelly! He shared that she lost 17 pounds, three pant sizes, I believe. He's lost about 35 pounds to date. So to be able to just talk about other people and say, my friend who's a coach, he got on these products and absolutely loves Spark, got on the 24-day challenge. Sometimes I'll say, if I'm not sure, I might say he lost about 20 pounds on the challenge, and then he's gone on to lose 35 pounds and just, feels and looks amazing. And someday you'll have a chance to meet him because he's a good friend that lives up in Lafayette. And so That's how I share other people's stories. So that keeps you in the Bulletproof Shield, just to give you credibility, third-party credibility that these products do work. Next is our med sideboard. So our med sideboard, they're always available to you. And here's what I want you to remember, is that AdvoCare as a company is backing you. That's important to know, is that wherever you go, whoever you talk to, whether they say yes or no to AdvoCare, you have AdvoCare behind you always. And so that's what's important about our tools and our magazine, is that I'm walking around every day with Trevor Bain, with Drew Brees, with our medical and scientific advisory board. So what's important to know about these men and women is that they don't work for AdvoCare. We do have a kind of a research and development team that do work for AdvoCare. These men and women do not. They'll serve on our board for just a variety of length of time. They won't always be with us. They've changed over the years depending on the expertise that AdvoCare is looking for in our product development. Currently, Dr. Stowe's, he actually now oversees our med sci board and the research and development team in-house. Dr. Kramer is a fantastic person to highlight some of his credentials, especially if you're in the fitness realm. And Dr. Stanley Dudrick is a great person to highlight because people are very familiar with his invention, maybe not familiar with him, but they are familiar with his invention of TPN, or being fed by vein. And so being able to answer some tough questions means that if somebody were to say, gosh, there's a lot of products available on the market, why can't I just go to XYZ store and buy supplements? What's so great about AdvoCare? I might say, well, one of the things that really stood out to me and what I feel is great about AdvoCare is that we have a medical and scientific advisory board, and it just is important to me that I know who's making our products, who's overseeing the formulations of our products and the product development. And then I'll talk about, one guy in particular that is really near and dear to me is Dr. Stanley Dudrick, because I've had family members and friends that have benefited from being fed by vein, and that invention was by this man. And that's usually kind of a wow factor. People are like, wow, really? That's huge. And so that just brings in some more credibility. So conversationally, I hope that helps you. The other part of the Bulletproof Shield is our endorsers. This is not a good pen. All right, endorsers. So our endorsers, of course, is a guy like Trevor Bain. If you were in Indiana last night, in Indianapolis, then you heard his story live. If you might be somewhere else this morning and you maybe heard him speak. Maybe you're a soccer fan and you know that our endorsement runs deep with the FC Dallas team. Also with Drew Brees. And here's something that I want you to know about Drew Brees, because a lot of people don't know how to communicate his role with AdvoCare. Drew Brees has been with AdvoCare now for about 12 years. For the first about 10 years, he was a non-cash paid endorser when he played for the Chargers and for the Saints. And when he won the Super Bowl and became an MVP champion, and just his reputation and name just became world renowned, he came to AdvoCare and really stepped up his relationship with us. We, as a company, created his position, which is now our national spokesperson. So he's not considered a non-cash paid endorser any longer. What he is a national spokesperson that AdvoCare works in conjunction with his foundation. So we do fundraisers and different things. If he does commercials for us or anything like that, he is compensated through his foundation. So it's important to know, because we don't want to miscommunicate relationships that we have with AdvoCare. His especially, he now has a signature line with AdvoCare. First product in that line is his favorite product, BioCharge. And so it's just important to know. And I've had a chance to meet him. I ate dinner. I sat across the table from him and his wife. They're an amazing couple. They do amazing things for the New Orleans community, and just amazing things for AdvoCare. And they'll continue that relationship because it has been a strong relationship for many, many years. So it's important to know. But however, even beyond that is has a tireless job working with these wonderful athletes, and they have a product allowance. So they get product from AdvoCare in exchange for their endorsement. I need to double check my connection. I apologize if our connection is not strong, but I'm just gonna got a little alert there. So our champion endorsers don't get financially compensated, so it's important to say they're non-cash paid, but they get product, and they love product, just like you will, just like I do. And then beyond that, just to highlight, because a lot of people struggle with communicating what informed choice means. Let's see if we have it's in here somewhere. Our informed choice, it is a certification. And what's important about knowing about informed choice is that not every product gets tested. It's a very expensive process, and it's really for the elite athletes, so that when they're drug tested, that they can be assured that our products have been really kind of quadruple tested, if you will. We test products, of course, at our manufacturer levels in the warehouse, and also the ones that go through informed choice to get this sticker on them are really the products for athletes that are competing maybe at a high school, collegiate, Olympic, and professional level. So keep that in mind. It's about a third of our product line. AdvoCare keeps that information updated all the time in our literature as well as online. So that list, I always just say it's about a third of our product line. And if you're concerned about being drug tested, then you want to make sure that the products you're taking, which is most of our basic foundational products, all of our performance line, and some of our wellness products, as well as our active products, that an athlete would definitely take. So keep that in mind. And that's going to be part of your Bulletproof Shield, is just to share, okay, Trevor Bain is going to be racing around the Indianapolis Motor Speedway going 180 miles an hour. And he is drinking Spark and drinking Rehydrate for sure. That's one of his favorite products. So if it's safe and effective for him, it's going to work for me and you, right? That's really how you use an endorsement story. And then beyond that, hopefully you use this the least. But it's there, and that's amazing that AdvoCare gives us this. As distributors, here's something important to understand, is that AdvoCare says, you as a distributor, I will help you zero out the sale of any customer that is not completely satisfied with their purchase. What does that mean? If I sell this Spark box to my neighbor and they just don't care for it at all, I say, no problem. Here's your money back. You gave me $25 for Spark. That's with tax and everything. So here's your $25 back. Please give me the remaining product back in at least the box. They sign a form that you can print off from your microsite, and I can send that form, my retail receipt, and this empty or nearly full box of product back to AdvoCare. And AdvoCare will send me, the distributor, back a new box, so that I am not out the inventory, so I can resell this product or take it myself. Now, that's a great thing to remember, is that the customer gets their money back, and you have a little bit of paperwork, send this back, and you get new product. So it's amazing. It's 100% guarantee both ways. So I typically don't have to mention that, but it is important to know and important how that process works. And if it ever happens to you, just call the person that you're working with in AdvoCare. Call your mentor and say, I have somebody that's not satisfied with their products. Can you please help me with the process? And it's important to honor that 100% money back guarantee as well. And that's also why we do not sell our products at a discount. We never, ever, ever want to sell our products to somebody at a discount because that really takes away their 100% money back guarantee. And distributors are honored with a discount, not customers. So never on social media or email blasts or anything like that do you want to offer your discount or any discount at all. You want to honor the 100% money back guarantee for your customers. So if you have questions on that, please just talk to your mentor. All right, I'm going to have some more of my AdvoCare real quick. That is so good. All right, so now I want to talk to you about, real quickly, our success system, and then talk about how we get paid. And in just looking at time, about 35 minutes in, so we may go to an hour, but again, if you need to pause or watch the remaining of this training later, please feel free. So our success system is one-on-ones to two-on-ones or three-way calls to mixers. And I'm going to stop there, because this is really where the business is built, is in the living room. Now we have scheduled events locally here and locally possibly in your area if you're not in the Indianapolis area, about every 45 to 90 days. We'll come together from our living room, so to speak, into a meeting room space altogether. So in your area you might have 100 to 500 people showing up at a big event, and that's really just to add some more credibility and more layers of conviction to new distributors or customers that are showing up. So it's important that you build, while you're building your business, that you're doing some one-on-ones, and that means that you're making a list. That's important because your contact list might be in your phone and it might be in your email box, but it needs to be on a pad of paper. Your contact list needs to be on a pad of paper so that you can check off who you've talked to. You can maybe give some progress to what they're doing. This person is now a customer. This person is not interested. This person signed up as a distributor. Depending on how detailed you are, you may even create like a list beyond that to really detail out your customers and your distributors and your team and so forth, especially if you're brand new. But that is a great thing to do. So you need to make a list because your business starts with who you know. And then that list is brought to your, brought into third-party credibility. And that's where if you're working with me, so if I brought you into AdvoCare personally, then if I'm helping you, then you're going to set up your contacts for you and I and them to meet. And we're going to do that in a couple of different ways. If you're local, we can do a two-on-one meeting. And that's if somebody's interested in learning more about AdvoCare. And if you're brand new, we might just be talking about the products, and then we might be sharing the opportunity with them as well. If you're not as new, you might have already got them on products, and then they're interested in learning more, or just as a follow-up meeting to say, hey, you're getting ready to start your max phase, and I'm really excited for you to meet the person helping me. So let's go meet at Starbucks for about 30 minutes, or let's go meet for lunch. I'd love for her to help you in the next phase and share her story with you. So hopefully you're doing that, and when you're doing that, it's really going to help bring in some more stories and just more credibility so that the person that you're helping sees, number one, that you're getting help, and number two, that if they do this, that they're going to get help with AdvoCare. Now, if you're at a distance or you're just not able to connect in person, then we use the phone. This knows no distance. The web knows no distance. I'll do a two-on-one, which I have recently, just over a video conference just like this so that we can see each other face-to-face. And that's so fun. But if it has to be over the phone, then you just call your mentor, the person helping you, and say, hey, I want to set up a time where you and I can connect with a person I've got on products. They're doing really well and they want to learn more, or they've got some great questions. Are you available Monday during the day or Tuesday during the evening? And so then you're setting up the time. Say, okay, great, let me get back to you. I'll call my friend. Then you call your friend and say, okay, my friend's available. My friend Mandy's available Monday. Or is that going to work for you? Okay, great. I'll call you then. So then you maybe text or call back your mentor and just say, hey, it's all scheduled for Monday at noon. We're good to go. And then you're great. Then on Monday, you have a 3-way call. And if you have a smartphone, it's really easy to do. So you just got to figure out how to merge calls. And the key thing is to remember in these two situations is that you've got to get good at 2 things. You've got to get good at introducing the person helping you and being quiet. And that's hard to do. The key about introducing is always pretend that you're in person. What would you say? So if I was introducing, and I introduce my kids to everybody that they come in contact with, and I might say, you know, hey, Kelly, have you met my daughter, Lauren? Lauren, I'd like for you to meet Miss Kelly. Miss Kelly's a friend of mine in AdvoCare, and obviously, Kelly, this is my daughter. She's almost 10, and so I'm giving them some background information on each other as they're meeting. And so then Kelly, you know, would shake her hand and say, "It's nice to meet you. You know, where do you go to school, and what do you do for fun?" And so conversation typically starts from that, right? It's a very natural thing to do. Keep it natural in these situations as well, and you'll do great. So at a 2-on-1 appointment, you might say, you know, hey, Mandy, this is my friend Kelly, and I'm so excited for you to meet her. And you know, she's done with the cleanse phase right now. She's getting ready to start, and she's just got some great questions, and just thought this would be a great time for us to connect. And you know, Kelly, I mentioned, you know, that Mandy's been helping me, and she's been in AdvoCare for many years, and just has built a successful business, and is helping me do the same. So really excited for you guys to meet, and I know she's going to be a great help to you. And then you get to be quiet. And if you're eating lunch, then you're probably going to be the one eating. That's fine. And then just allowing them to have conversation is really important, because we help make a connection in these situations, and then we help answer questions and help edify you in the process. I would say that, hey, you know, you're in great hands with Kelly. She's going to help you do amazing things with AdvoCare, and was so great to meet you and have some time to spend with you. So that's just kind of some scenarios to help you. It's hard to role play all by myself, but hopefully that helps you a little bit. And then we're always promoting the next event. So a mixer should always be on the schedule, should always be on your radar. Because if you're talking to somebody and they're excited, then it's about, you have got to come and see what I see. A mixer is an in-home meeting that is amazing. There's going to be people there that are making money. There's going to be great stories in the room from people on products, and it's going to be fantastic. And there is one on Tuesday night at my friend's house, or I'm hosting a mixer at my house on Monday night. You've got to come. And so you want to set your mixer ahead of time. If you're building a business, you want to have one a week or one a pay period at least that you're having in your home. And that's really why this summer I did Monday Mixer Mania, was to help people set up some structure to their mixers. Now I will say, for those of you that are watching, this Monday night is the final Monday night Mixer Mania, so pack the house. It's going to be awesome. And we're going to do something different after Success School to help people just be able to tune in via the web. But we're really excited that this is our last one, and then hopefully you've gotten some great training from those mixers, and I know it's helped some of you that just weren't comfortable doing a mixer on your own. All right, more apple pear. That's really awesome. Okay, so a mixer obviously is a small group meeting. You want to have one on your calendar, because otherwise meeting with people doesn't make sense. It doesn't give people a next step. The whole idea of our recipe is that you have a next step for people to plug into. Last night at our meeting, we promoted this training, so people had a next step. Hey, if you're interested and want to learn more, awesome. We're doing a live training. And then, you know, the next event for all of us that are building a business is Success School. And I'm going to say a couple things about that, because, so Success School, you know, a BOM or a big event is really next, if there is one, but it's Success School. And I want to tell you what, if you're building a business right now or just getting started, here's why you want to be at Success School. Larry shared this last night, and it's just amazing to know that if you want to make income with AdvoCare, there's no better way to invest in you than Success School. And it is a time commitment, and it's a financial commitment, but you're going to be rewarded because you're going to come back with so much more than you left with that it's going to be worth more than you spent in time or money. 90% of the distributors that are at Success School, which is, it's probably more than that, but at least 90% of the 25,000 people that will be in the Dallas Cowboys AT&T Stadium generate 90% of the income that AdvoCare pays out. So there are the other 580,000 distributors only generate about 10% of the income earned with AdvoCare. So that tells me that if I want to make money with AdvoCare, I need to be amongst the 90%, right? I mean, that's easy math. So if you want to make money with AdvoCare, then you've got to get to school. No different than if you wanted to be a lawyer, you've got to go to law school. Like, they don't allow you to be a lawyer if you don't go to law school. And a doctor has to go to medical school. They have to pay the price of schooling to get what they want out of their career. So depending on what you want with AdvoCare, even if it's $1,000 a month, or if it's $10,000 a month, or, you know, $20,000 a month, whatever your goal is, Success School is a place where you gain the confidence, the knowledge. It's people that it's an investment in you more than anything, and you'll come back just a different, better person. And it doesn't matter if you've been in AdvoCare 13 years like I have, or this will be your very first Success School. And it's an amazing experience, and it only happens once a year. So it's really vital. And it's August 8th, 9th, and 10th. Tickets are still on sale. All you have to do is go to your microsite and purchase your ticket, and then you just got to figure out a way to get there. Check airline flights. We just filled up a charter bus that's leaving Indianapolis area. There may be 1 or 2 more tickets available on the charter bus. You'll need to post a question on our Facebook team page for that. Or you need to go, or you need to get a car. Get in the car, grab a couple people that can get in the car with you and drive. If you're in Indiana, it is a closer drive from here to Dallas, Texas than it is from here to Fort Myers, Florida. And you've made that drive overnight for spring break or for a family vacation. So I can assure you that this is going to be an investment for your future that you'll never regret. So that's Success School. All right, now on to the fun stuff. I personally love talking about income with AdvoCare because you can make some great money building your business. So we want to help you do that. All right, how we get paid. It's important to understand that it's about product. Always is and always will be. Product is profit. So we move product, we have customers, we have distributors, we help people get to advisor, and in all those scenarios, we're earning some commission off of our product. So real quickly, I'll just kind of draw up, you know, this is you, the advisor. So you're an advisor, and you're going to have a healthy, you need to have a healthy customer base, about 5 to 10 customers, and also some of those customers may become just wholesale distributors, which is great too. That's going to help you have some personal group volume, which is required for maximum override and leadership bonuses. So, this isn't, this isn't a don't work, get paid program. This is a work program, and that work is you having volume so that you can benefit from anything that's created under you as far as additional advisors in your business. So having 5 to 10 customers, and then that's going to build into a distributor base. So being able to have that's going to give you probably $1,000 to $3,000 of personal group volume each and every pay period, and that's important because $1,000 of personal group volume at least gives you maximum override potential. But really, $3,000 or more in personal group volume shows that you're building a business, because that shows that you're helping people get to the advisor level, and that's building your business, for the long haul. So with that, if you're able to do some recruiting, which you all are, you've got some friends down here. You have 3 people that you help get to the advisor level. Then that's going to help create a silver business for you. I'm not going to go into detail of the numbers. That's for a later date. But I just want you to understand how this correlates to income for you. That if you can help through your customer base, help people become distributors and help those distributors become advisors, you're going to build the foundation level that's going to pay you, on average, a silver level business, which is about $1,000 a month. All right, so this is about $3,000 in volume, because if these people are doing the same, they have a customer base. That's all what we're doing, is we're teaching people to do what we do. So if you have customers and a healthy business, so will these people. So they've got $1,000 or more volume rolling through their business, could be more. This is going to roll up and pay you a silver business. Again, silver is our first leadership level after you've reached advisor. And in doing so, that's going to give you some leadership benefits as well, some additional income, invited to different, events within AdvoCare, which is fantastic. So beyond that, so if you're looking for $1,000 a month or more, then we've got to build this foundation. That's really important. Now we want to help these folks build their foundation, because this friend of yours might be looking for additional income as well. So we're looking for a foundation for them. All right, and that is about 9 people. So that's $9,000 or more of volume rolling through their business and yours. So again, with a healthy customer base, a healthy distributor base, these folks are off and running and building a great business too. So then now you've just helped these 3 people make $1,000 a month each, which in turn is bringing you up to about the gold 3-star level in AdvoCare. And that level pays, both of those, whether you're gold or gold 3-star, pays about $40,000 a year on average. And so that's about $3,000 a month. That's amazing. For some people, that's more than they make in their full-time jobs that take them away from their family, their activities, and everything. So, or that could be some substantial extra money to pay off debt or whatever their goals are to have financial freedom. So that's pretty simple, right? I mean, you're just helping these folks make some extra money. You now have probably 3 silvers on your team, and that has enabled you to reach the gold or gold 3-star level. Now here's where explosion happens, and this is what's so neat about AdvoCare, is that once this foundation is built and the next foundation is built, we call this duplication. is that this level obviously gets more people. So you've just multiplied these 9 advisors, and this is now $27,000 of product volume moving through your organization. So if you can imagine, if each of these people, so this is about 40, right? It's about 40,000 or 40 people. So if you figure everybody has 10 customers, you've just helped 400 people get connected to AdvoCare, get on Spark, get on the 24-day challenge. That's incredible. So reaching the Ruby level not only provides amazing income, but you have helped start the kind of the chain reaction of a lot of people taking and sharing a little bit of products, and probably have changed a lot of lives. So congratulations to those of you that are at any of these levels, because you're doing amazing things. And this right here pays about the Ruby level, and pays this person, you. We're talking about you. This is your business. This isn't me and you're down here. This is you. You get to rise to the top of your organization, not my organization. You rise to the top of your company, your organization. So you can rise as high or higher than the person that got you involved in AdvoCare, or even me, or even Danny and Diane McDaniel. You choose where you fall in the kind of the hierarchy of AdvoCare. So paying at the Ruby level, someone is going to earn on average $80,000 a year, or about $6,000 to $8,000 a month, by moving a lot of product in their whole organization. So this number, so reaching that many people is incredible, and it is possible. People do this, they set up these foundations in 90 days. We had a girl, Rob and Lindsay Lawson, on our team. They were silver in January, and by May, they were Ruby. They did all the fundamentals. They set up a great business, and they were able to earn an incentive trip that summer, our Family Freedom Conference in Cabo, and just amazing. So there's a lot of reward when you're at this level, not only financial, but it creates time freedom, can create financial freedom, debt freedom, and it can allow you the things that you're maybe working AdvoCare for. And so before I sign off here, we got a few more minutes, but reaching advisor, because that's where you have to be to really make money with AdvoCare. If you just want to be a distributor, then you probably just want product, and you might just want maybe $100 a month, which is great. We have people on our team that do that, and that's fantastic. If you want to reach advisor, here's the importance of a $500 order, or when you're helping someone get to advisor, is that number one, they have options, so they can work their way there, they can recruit to get bumped to advisor, or they can buy in. So I think my good friend Larry Prater calls it build, bump, and buy in. And so you have 3 pay periods to get to advisor, with your final goal being $3,000 of PGV. So you're really just looking for $3,000 of volume. You've got to move $3,000 worth of products to get to advisor. That's as simple as it is. So it's about 15 24-day challenges. 7 or 8 couples going through the 24-day challenge with you is going to help you get to the advisor level. All right, I'm getting fired up. That apple pear, still amazing. Okay, the only minimum requirement when you're working your way to advisor is that you and your personal volume have to have a $500 order. So the best thing you can do is start there. So if you're trying to get to advisor or helping someone, is have them put in a $500 order. That's going to give them a 24-day challenge. That's going to give them one to sell, or maybe one for their spouse, and then order some additional product like Spark, especially Spark in the pouches, so that they can start sampling product. That's going to help set them up that if they do get anybody signed up on their team for to get bumped to advisor, they're already meeting their minimum requirements, okay? So now if nothing else happens that first pay period, then at least that amount or more will roll over to the second pay period. And we're in a 3-week pay period right now. That only happens once a quarter. It's 21 days long. We've got about 2 weeks left in this pay period. It ends, I believe the date, I'm going to check real quick, is August 5th. Yep, August 5th is the close of this pay period. So a $500 order today, or anytime this pay period, carries over until August 6th. So August 6th would be pay period 2 for someone who's working to advisor right now. So in pay period 2, they're going to be done with their 24-day challenge practically. They may sell those 2 challenges that they ordered, and those people are looking to reorder or have maybe introduced AdvoCare to their friends and family and need you to come in and help get them product. So you're going to have product volume next pay period, probably whether you want it or not. So if you're working to advisor in this pay period, again, you put in your $500 that you're working to advisor, and then let's say you have some recruiting happening now. So it's August 6th, and you may be heading off to Success School, and there's going to be some new product launches there as well. And then you've got until August 18th, or 19th, excuse me, August 19th, that product, this volume will carry over until. So 2 more weeks of product. You could have 4 or 5 more people on the 24-day challenge. So let's say you get $1,500 of orders in that pay period with some additional customers. That gives you a grand total of $2,000. So all of that is carried over into the next pay period if you need it to. You may just decide, I'm just going to order some extra product and be done with it. That's great too. But if you do take the 3rd pay period, then you just have to finish to the $3,000. So you can put in your $500, and then your $500 remaining can come in through some product sales, or you might be helping somebody else become an advisor, and they're putting in their qualifying orders to help boost them up. So that's one strategy, but this is really important when you're working to advisor, is that you or the person you're working with has a $500 order, and then everything beyond that through product sales and through recruiting that's going to help your volume climb all the way up to $3,000. A lot of people will get all that done in pay period 1. And because this is a long pay period, that just might happen for you, which is great. And then after that, the 5th way we get paid in AdvoCare is trips and bonuses. And right now we're closing on our Costa Rica incentive. So at Success School, they're going to launch an amazing new incentive. And I don't know any of the details, but I know that our trips are first class. They're 5-star plus. They're amazing trips that you can run for. Just a work hard, play hard mentality. And so if you're an advisor before Success School, which would be in this pay period, then everything counts from Success School on for your trip qualifications. And so the other thing is that if you become a new advisor, you have 3 pay periods to earn your $500 rookie bonus. And what's so amazing about that, and I know there's some information in here about our rookie bonus as well. Here it is. Whoops, I had it flagged. This $500 rookie bonus details are in our magazine. You have 3 pay periods to do some recruiting, help people get connected, help some volume happen through those 3 people, and AdvoCare just sends you a $500 check to say thank you. Thank you for working hard. Thank you for getting your business off the ground quickly. We're excited for you. Here's some extra money. And personally, I would tuck that money away to get to Success School or the next big event that's happening. All right. Well, I think that's all the time I have for you guys. Not all the information I have for you. There's so much I could share, but I really want to honor your time. I know this meeting took about an hour, so I hope you got a lot out of it. I hope you have a fantastic weekend. I hope to see you at Success School. And if you have questions, please post them on our Facebook team page or add yourself to our page. Talk to your mentor about anything that you feel like you may need to do different in building your business, or that you're going to start doing because you're ready. Think about why you want to do AdvoCare, and really have that defined. Because when you do that, then you have a clear vision of going out in the marketplace and changing lives. Because that's one question people will ask you, is why are you selling this stuff? Why are you taking this stuff? Why are you talking to me about this stuff? And if you can say with a smile on your face, I am doing this to change my life, change my circumstances, because I found a way, I have a plan now to get myself out of debt, to get myself financially free, to get my spouse home to be a mom or a dad. If you have a goal, which you should, then you can share that with confidence and passion of knowing that if other people can do it, you can do it. So I'm excited for you. I'm excited to hear your story. I hope this was helpful and beneficial to you. Have a wonderful weekend. Thanks for spending the morning with me. Talk to you soon. Bye.